Knights of Honor welcomes you, sire.
Greetings and welcome back to Knights of Honor 2 Sovereign. For the ones who have missed the previous episode, basically we started from Dublin and the goal of this run is to make sure that all the provinces in Ireland are falling under our control. So far we didn't really move in this direction because the only thing we managed to do is to expand our influence in Wales instead. We took control of one province there and we vassalized in the previous episode the other province available, which is Cardiff. This basically means that we still have to start expanding in Ireland, but I believe that in this episode we will witness the first internal attrition in Ireland. And that is because soon our old king will die, and I believe that upon succession maybe Munster will have claim on our territories. So we will have to see how this develops. It's not really possible to say how many years passed until this point. It's not even possible to know what is the exact age of our old ruler. And this is because, after all, in Knights of Honor 2, the concept of time is basically inexisting. Meaning that, yes, we have some years that we select at the beginning of the run, which has an impact basically on how the map looks like. But in the end, once you start the run, you lose track of the time passing because, you don't have any kind of reference. So you do not know with precision the age of the different characters. You do not know, for example, a certain war, how long it takes. It could be 1 year, 7 years, 20 years, it's exactly the same. I've already summarized my opinion in the first episode of this run, so there is no point in roasting the game farther. If you're curious, just go check the first episode, and what we can do now instead is to take the file and continue our adventure. What I believe it will happen upon the succession when King Donchat will die is that maybe Munster will have claim on our territories. So what we could do is to reassign our diplomat. We could use him to create a defensive pact against Munster. This is just in the perspective of the king dying and Munster declaring war on us. So maybe this could be the very first action of this episode. Let's do it straight away. Create defensive pact, not against England, but against Munster. Okay. And then maybe we could use the gold. For example, we could build the arbor in Dublin. And then I think that for the moment we are fine. I will not use the books. I already have enough books to do something with it, but I will keep them for the succession, either to assign some new skills to Prince Leod or to maybe unlock a tradition in our family. So I think it's fine, we can remove the pause and see how this fourth episode will develop. I'm also going to invite our vassal from Wales to our defensive pact against Munster. Very good. And as soon as I will have enough gold, maybe I will upgrade the arbor with the docks. Because the point is that we need to reach 30 of commerce. Because we have another merchant we could use, our son, the Prince Cass. We could use him to have another trade route, but unfortunately we do not have enough commerce. Maybe the next thing I will do is increasing our crown authority. Because we had plus 15 and it dropped to plus 3. And then our last son basically became old enough to join the royal court. He's a marshal, so let's see what skill we can assign him. Cavalry tactics, archery, infantry tactics. I will say cavalry tactics, and then we can invite him to the royal court. And then what I will do at this point, considering that we have Prince Flightbertreich as our new marshal, I could fire Baron Niall. And there is a rebellion that spawned. This is of course in Wales. I mean, we should be able to handle them, frankly speaking, so let's go immediately and march on them.
A rebel army is besieging one of our towns.
Let's counterattack.
A foreign kingdom offers to help with our rebels.
We could kidnap the rebel leader with our spy, but I think we can manage like this, so it should be fine. It's heavily one-sided. Galway would like to help. Let me think. I think we can manage. We have also the opportunity to appease the clergy. We have enough gold, but I don't want to do it right now. What I want to do instead is to upgrade as soon as possible to the docks. That's what I am stockpiling the gold for. Rebels defeated. Plus 300 units of gold and plus 22 of kingdom stability. Great. Let's have the docks in Dublin. And now we went up to 28 in commerce, so we need other 2 units of commerce to unlock a new trade route. And then for that we will use Prince Cass. Our kingdom is the most stable, interesting. But this is also because we still have to deal with the succession, so it will not be like this forever. And King Donchad might die at any point. Exactly. That's exactly what I was referring to. Now we have King Leod as the king, and considering that King Leod is already adult, the very first priority will be to organize a royal wedding. So new sovereign, our King Grain was long and momentous, but his day of ruling are over as he died of old age. Long live his heir King Leod. Let me take care immediately of the royal wedding as a priority. The best option will be the Flanders, basically. I would say the only option at this point, excluding automatically the Almoravids. The problem here, apart from the fact that Count Baldwin is venerable, so he most likely will reject a proposal for a marriage, but also there is the problem that Flanders has an interesting political situation. I could try to organize this marriage, but I'm pretty sure that Baldwin will reject. Royal wedding, King Leod, Princess Mike, 2 of martial and 2 of stewardship. I mean, in any case, the wives in Knights of Honor 2, they don't really contribute to anything. I hope you do not offer this marriage with the intent to gain an inheritance claim over my land. I was sure about that. We have to keep monitoring this, but this might be a problem for the succession. Also, I'm curious to see what happened to our diplomatic relationship. We still have good terms with Munster, by the way, and also with England. So Munster apparently is not going to raise a claim over our territory in Wales. And I would really love to add another tradition to the family. Both leadership and writing are very nice. Probably I will prioritize writing, because if we go with writing, we produce a lot of books. And this could also help me to skill up the rest of the royal court. So we need to pile up 2,500 units of gold. The books, we have them, but we have to be a little bit conservative with the gold we spend right now.
A diplomatic message has arrived.
An offer from Scotland. We offer you the honor to trade with Scotland if you're ready to meet our terms. A small donation of 1,100. I call it small. I would not say that this is a small donation. Okay, there is no longer the defensive pact against Ulster. This was not really created by me, by the way.
Political view.
And I think we should remove also the defensive pact against Munster. It seems that they are not going to attack us anyway. So we could change the action here. And instead of having the defensive pact against Munster, we could have the invasion plan against Ulster. They are the ones with the worst relation with us. And also, I've always been targeting Ulster since the beginning of this run. So I think it could be convenient. I think they have quite a relevant army manpower from what I can already see here. So we will have to be careful there. But let's do it. Create an invasion plan against Ulster. Improve relation with Munster.
The
Their royalties will adore me.
And then we could invite to the invasion plan Galway. Share invasion plan. They are fine with that. Munster. Share invasion plan. They might be interested as well. And maybe we can also ask to England, share invasion plan. Yes, everyone wants to invade Ulster. They don't have any problems with that. Let's do one thing, because I see that they have quite a big army here in Ulster. So what we could do first of all is expand a little bit farther our army. And then I will already start moving in the direction of their capital, even before declaring war. Of course, they will have more units and it will be basically impossible for us to siege their capital, but I believe that then once the allies will join us here, it might become easier for us to complete the siege. I don't know, it's an experiment we have to figure out. But first of all, let's pick additional units. I mean, it will be nice to have more light cavalry, but for the moment let's just go with 1 light spearman and 1 bowman. Okay, and I think that now it's time to declare a war. Let's go to Ulster, audience, declare war. We don't appreciate where this conversation is headed. Declare war. Oh, how comes that he's already in prison? This is interesting. He's already in prison in Galway. I'm not really sure how this happened, but very good for us. Of course, the clergy opinion decreased, which is funny. I mean, we have a cleric king now, and he managed to piss off the church. So basically, the strata that is more important for him. But this is absolutely normal that the clergy opinion went down. It's basically because Ulster is also a Catholic land, and so of course the Pope and all the hierarchies in the church are not happy. Also in Galway they are mad at us for doing this, even though they are our allies in this war, and also it makes no sense because they were the ones who were starting a defensive pact against Ulster in the previous episode, so it's quite interesting, but okay. And then the Scots are mad at us, completely mad at us, so probably what I will have to do is that I will start improving the relationship with Scotland using Baron Duenal. Invasion plan honored, Galway, Munster and England honor the invasion plan. Improve relation with Scotland. We need to recover after this little damage in the relationship.
I'm on my way.
The reason why I'm marching immediately against their capital is because I really want to complete this siege as soon as possible so that we can integrate their territory. I'm not sure why, on the other hand, we are not sieging the capital. Okay, yes, we started. And now the English should join as well. Very good. Siege in progress. In the meantime, Galway will be most likely destroyed by the army of Ulster, but it's okay, they are basically taking them away from the defense of their castle. And in any case, if Galway will be weaker later on, that's good for us as well, because in the future we will need also to conquer Galway, right? So, all good. And now also the armies from Munster are joining. So far it seems that they are defending their capital very well, but we are still having 2,000 units more than them, also because we rely on the support of England for this war. Let's go with Lowes-3, just to use some books, because we maxed out the amount of books that we can have. So also Munster was defeated here, so now their troops are moving towards us. This of course will not be good, because then they will reinforce the castle in this siege. Yeah.
Has joined in battle against us.
Slightly one-sided, and we could go all in. In the meantime, we have also cleric opportunity, but I will forget this. Army breaks siege. Sorry, the defenders of the capital have been reinforced by Ulsterite army and are trying to break our siege. Go all in. Let's see if we can manage. And we are winning. This is of course great to see. We have the possibility to supply army. Let's do it. Yes. It's a big amount of gold that goes away, but I really want to win this war as soon as possible. Winning decisively. Very good.
We have improved our relations with a foreign kingdom. Splendid work, sire.
Amazing. Amazing. We managed to improve the relationship with Scotland exactly when we also managed to defeat Ulster, and now with this war being completed, you can clearly see that we took control of half of Ireland, on top of also the control we already have on Wales. We directly control one province, and then we have one vassal in Cardiff. So I will say that in 4 episodes things improved rapidly. The Scots are angry, but we will keep improving the relationship with them, as they are right now the most pissed off with us. Kingdom destroyed. We managed to eliminate Ulster and rid the map of their pitiful existence. Our war against Ulster has ended. Town siege won. Sire, due to our conquest of Ulster, we now have control over the royal dungeon. Our armies transferred merchant Clotna to our dungeon. Low stability. So the very first priority here, it will be to establish order. Let's do it straight away. England demands us to attack our vassal. I will decline. And if I offer non-aggression, okay, we have non-aggression with England, which is good. For the moment, I think it's fine. The Scots are pleased of the agreement of non-aggression with England. Very good. The relationship with our vassal, on the other hand, are a little bit damaged. The pact with England is something you shouldn't have entered. You have the strength to take their lands, and you should have. Not really, my friend. You have to calm down, or else next time I will declare war on you, not to vassalize, but to completely annihilate you. That's an option.
Get your filthy hands off me.
Also, we should decide what to do with Baron Clotna, who is now our prisoner. So he's in our cell. We could execute, but there is no reason to do that. I think we should release to improve the relationship with Galway.
Yes, better this than rotting here.
Our nobility's opinion has improved.
Very good. Let me also take a look at the map now. Relationship with Master Trusting. Plus 376. Galway Trusting as well, 291. England, 848. Yeah, the main issue here is actually our vassal and Scotland. As soon as we will establish order here, I will move the Marshal to Ulster, and then I will assign Baron Cass, so the brother of the ruler, to as a merchant here. And then I will trade probably with Cardiff to try to improve the relationship. We will have to see.
Subduing the population has proved to be tough. Our marshal has failed. We have angered our nobility.
Aye, aye, aye. This, of course, is not nice. Merchant opinion decreased. We have a problem with the rebels in Ulster. Help with rebels. And also to Munster. Okay.
My troops are waiting.
Let's wait for our allies to join, and then we go fight them all together. We also have the possibility to start plotting against the leader of the rebels. This will be expensive though. It means that I will not be able to unlock the tradition. So I will say forget opportunity. I will go to the tradition.
I present to you the royal family.
and finally get riding.
Improved our opinion with the clergy.
The clergy is happy, very good.
More troops have come to aid.
Okay, now we are winning decisively, so we should be able to push the rebels here.
Message.
So, and now we have Galway inviting us to their defensive pact against Munster. We'll accept.
Sire, we've been victorious. We've gained favor with our nobility. Sire, I am happy to report that the rebel scum are gone.
Very good. We managed to take control
Political view.
of the province. Very good. All our provinces right now are governed. We have 2 merchants governing 2 provinces and then 1 marshal in Ulster. And as soon as we will have enough commerce, then we will create the additional trade route. We really have to improve the commerce.
Fine day to trade.
Okay, let's have hints in Ulster. This should help us to reach the 30 of commerce.
Some of your subjects have pledged loyalty to another kingdom.
Okay, this is not nice. Population's loyalty changed. The people in Wales are discontent with our rule and the local nobility secretly pledged their alliance to England. Ay. But I mean, in the worst case scenario, we might give away that province. Honestly, I don't care about Wales. I just want to be able to expand here in Ireland. But we will see how this develops. We have completed an upgrade, which means that now we have enough commerce, so we could try to use Baron Cass to trade with, I think at this point, England. It will improve the relationship over time, and also it will generate 30 units of gold, so let's do it.
An importer, my second nature.
I really want to keep good relationship with England, because even if the population is not very loyal to us, I still hope that we can manage to keep England out of our business.
Political view.
And honestly, guys, I was also thinking that maybe we could close the episode here for today. Right now we have full control of Wales, we have control of 2 provinces of the 4 available in Ireland. So for the moment, I will say this is still going in the right direction, but of course, let's keep monitoring how this develops in the next ones. And as always, I hope to see you there, guys, and if this will be the case, see you in the next video. Cheers!